85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
Do you think you could rank Monster color flavors? Monster Ultra, because regular Monster's gross.
All of the Monster Ultra flavors are bad. That would be my tagline phrase. The only reason I buy them is because you can get them at Costco and Sam's Club.
Really?
That's the only reason.
I buy a lot of Monster Ultras for work.
Yeah.
Like all the sales guys. That's
love
like
them?
Easily the number one requested drink.
Only because, I mean, you're not buying them Red Bull though, presumably.
I buy sugar-free Red Bull, Monster Ultras, and then a bunch of kombucha.
And they want a Monster Ultra over a sugar-free Red Bull?
Yeah.
Do your sales reps know the value of $1? Because sugar-free Red Bull is like 2 or 3 times the cost of a Monster Ultra.
I know.
So,
what's funny is at Divvy, it was like Bang. Like everybody was in on Bang. And there's like no Bang drinkers at where I work now.
I'm in on Bang, and they also do have Bang at Sam's Club. And I'll get a case of Bang, and I'll get 1 case of Red Bull, and I'll get 1 case of Monster Ultra, so that I have the opportunity to mix and match. But the reality is always Red Bull goes first, Bang goes second, Monster Ultra goes last. Even though my intention is, I'll just change it up every day. I'll have something a little different. But yeah, the reality is, if I could afford to have a Red Bull every day, then I would have to be Elon Musk.
Regular or sugar-free?
Sugar-free or regular. I definitely don't want a sugar Red Bull every day. That's too many calories.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty exclusively sugar-free.
If I want to have a great day, if it's Friday and I feel like I've earned it, I want a 16-ounce sugar Red Bull.
Yeah. I will say this though. So I was telling you before we started, my wife was like a kombucha drinker. Mm-hmm. Sounds like you haven't drinking any kombucha.
I've never even had kombucha, and I really don't know the flavor.
Okay, well, have you ever had like vinegar before?
Yes, and I read that recently. Like very recently, I heard that it was vinegar tasty.
Yeah, like very much so, especially like real authentic kombucha. Yeah.
Do people drink this?
I know.
That's so odd to me.
It's crazy. Well, because it's a probiotic, so it's like good for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I first married my wife, she drank it a lot, and I was like, "How can you even stand this? It's so gross." And then slowly, I kind of like, I feel like the gateway drink for me was like Kavita sparkling kefir.
Okay.
Which is like kind of in the same realms as kombucha. Anyway,
I do like kefir.
Yeah,
well, kefir does not taste vinegary to me.
No. I mean, it's a little bit, but not much, which is why I can handle it. Anyway, I found this one kombucha. I sometimes go to Harmon's and will just like pick a couple of drinks off the shelf that look interesting to me. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they had some kombucha that was in a can, like a tall, like a Red Bull can. I was like, I will drink literally anything out of a Red Bull type can.
Same.
Anyway, I found this kombucha called Wild Tonic. It is hands down one of the most delicious beverages I've ever consumed. Like I couldn't even tell you what it's like. Really honey, sweet, like honey, and it
still presumably has that kombucha.
Yeah, but it's so
vinegar.
subtle.
Okay.
And what I love about it is kombucha isn't carbonated, but it tastes like it is because of the way that it is like fermented or whatever. And so you kind of get like a nice, like a similar sensation that you get drinking a Red Bull, but it's like good for you. Anyway, I'm drinking like 2 kombuchas a day, but only Wild Tonic. All other kombucha is trash, and I stand by that.
I love this. I love that I've never had a kombucha, and I fully intend to get a Wild Tonic kombucha next time I'm at Harmon's.
Can you do let's do this. Maybe we'll do a Patreon episode. I'll have you buy like 2 or 3 kombuchas. We'll get like the most popular one, and then like kind of one in the middle, and then mine.
Yeah, love it.
You will. I would bet $1,000 that you will pick mine. Like
really?
I'm that confident.
Should we blind taste test it then?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we could do that.
Then we could see really truly if I would pick the one that you recommend. And blind taste tests are so fun.
Yeah.
I occasionally catch a blind taste test on YouTube. I'm like, this is so fun.
Did I tell you? So we're doing a family reunion. I'm doing a root beer taste test. Did we talk
Love
about
it.
this?
No. I did not
Yeah.
hear
So
this.
I'm getting like dads and bargs and
You
all
should brew
that.
your own.
Ooh, that'd
Throw
be
that
kinda
in
fun.
there. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there's like root beer brewing kits that you can just buy. I don't think it's too
Oh,
bad.
that's true.
Is there
I
a
guess
food in your no podcast yet?
No.
Is there a food in your life? So kombucha is a food that's fairly popular that I have not tried
Yeah.
ever. Is there a food that is fairly popular that you have never tried ever?
Ooh. I imagine there's a lot of seafood that I haven't tried. That
Same.
like I don't like most seafood, and so
Me either.
people are like, have you had halibut? I'm like, no. I have absolutely no interest.
Yeah.
Like things like king crab. I don't think I've really had. Yeah, something like that. They're not food, but this is when I played Two Truths and a Lie. One of the things that used to be my go-to was I had never been to the zoo. And I finally went to the zoo when I was like 24 or something like that. But like my whole childhood, I've just never happened.
Wow. That is bizarre.
I've been now a few times, but
I'm sure that you have, since you've had kids, presumably.
well, they have like free zoo days and stuff. But if I'll think of some more. I'm surely there's more foods. I was like, yeah, I've just never tried it.
Yeah.
What was that? Somebody the other day, it was like, what was it? It's gonna drive this guy at work. I was like, wait, you've never? Oh, that's what it was. There's the hostess or the Little Debbie oatmeal pies.
Mm-hmm.
He'd never had one, and I was like,
blasphemy. Do you live on the same earth as us?
What's funny is that it's not like he's like a really healthy guy. It's like the guy eats Pop-Tarts and he eats junk constantly. And it's like, you've never had a Little Debbie's oatmeal pie?
That's so funny.
Everyone's had those.
I love that.
Anyway. Should we do a podcast now?
Let's do it.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant. No, Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
Well, someone like you would just steal.
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Steal this idea.
Hello again, thieves.
We're back.
We are back. We took another week off,
Oh, it's been a challenging year.
Sometimes
That's all I'm going to say.
Sometimes you just need we need a little breather here and there.
Exactly.
But we're back, and we got a treat for you. I am bringing an idea gauntlet, Andre, which
I can't wait.
I know how much you like my idea gauntlets.
I do. I love an idea gauntlet.
So we got a good idea gauntlet today. And before we get into that, though, Andre, it is time for a little. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. There's some newbies out here. What am I doing? I'm jumping the gun.
Exactly.
What is Steal This Idea podcast, Andre?
You are listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast for every single week, except for last week. Scott and I get together and we share our big business ideas with our listeners for free for you to steal, to run with, and make your own and to make real in the world. Everything from apps to events to restaurants and everything in between. That is Steal This Idea.
That's right. These are, I think we're on episode 88.
88.
So if you ever like, oh man, I'd love to start a business. Well, we've got 88 businesses you could start.
Truly. Truly.
And
actually, it's probably closer to like 100 some odd, because
that's true.
We've done workshop this ideas where the idea isn't fully fleshed out. We do idea gauntlets, which we'll talk about later in this show. We've done guest episodes where they bring multiple ideas. Well over 100 ideas on this show.
Yeah, I'd say what's a good idea that we haven't
I have one that I am thinking about, and we should talk about it because it's going to be related to one of my good idea, bad ideas.
Go on.
Do you remember an idea probably not too long ago? And it was about a box, like a cardboard box that you could buy for your kids.
Oh yeah.
This was your idea, so I want you to
Little Big Box. Yeah. So Little Big Box was basically take like the an appliance box, and then put like Russian doll style, like a smaller box and a smaller box and a smaller box, all the way down to like a little box, right? And then on the outside panels of those boxes, you paint fun things. You paint animals and dinosaurs and spaceships and whatever, right? And so you would buy a little big box for $40 or something like that. They'd ship it to your house. And then you like automatically have this like fun little landscape with mountains and with buildings and whatever. And it's kind of this fun imagination thing. And when you're done with it, you just throw it away because it's all made out of cardboard. And
still an excellent idea. That is so malleable. Scott, I think, a little bit undersells it. I think in the episode we had talked about, it would be like, what if it was a whole box and it was dinosaurs all the way down, and you went from big, huge T-Rex sized dinosaurs all the way to like the little tiny scampery dinosaurs, and palm trees and jungle foliage, and you could create this awesome, huge landscape all from a single box that just Russian nest dolls down. Yeah. Such a fun idea. So easy to implement, so easy to test in your own home with your kids and see if it sticks.
Great margins, It's cardboard.
Yeah, it's just cardboard. Like, this is something you don't have to be an engineering genius. All you have to do is source some boxes.
Yeah, and find like an artist, maybe like a graphic designer or something. Course. But it would be probably a pretty easy business to start if you wanted to like take a crack at something and have $5,000 to $10,000 of advertising or something like that. Anyway, check out Little Big Box in the backlog, along with all the other ideas we have. But Andre, let's before we hop into the idea gauntlet, let's hop into a little good idea, bad idea. Good idea, bad idea, Andre. This is a segment, Thieves, that, we get all sorts of ads. We get ads for gadgets and services and gizmos. And some of them are good. Some of them are not good. And we like to discuss the good ones and the bad ones. Sometimes we improve upon those ideas. Sometimes Andre buys those ideas and we review them. We would love to review more, which is why we have a Patreon. But what do you got for me today, Andre? What's
click my first link, waveblock.com. Waveblock.com. Waveblock are essentially two tiny stickers that you can stick on your AirPods. And what happens after you put the stickers on is it blocks all of the harmful radiation that is coming from your AirPods. I got this ad on Instagram, and essentially it showed like a little Geiger counter next to an AirPod, or I don't know, some sort of radiation detection machine, showing that there was radiation coming from the AirPod, and then they put the little sticker on, and then there was no radiation.
All of a sudden, gone.
Yes, exactly. For one pair of Waveblock Classics, it looks like the price is $30.
So it looks, it's kind of like a sticker almost.
It really is. Like, for thieves that don't know what it looks like, it's like you put a little like cigarette filter over the end of your.
Now it seems like this
AirPod.
only works for original. Oh no, I guess they have both. Yeah, the pros are a little bit smaller there. So my first question is, why doesn't Apple just do this? Like, do you think they don't care, and they're like, a little radiation didn't kill anybody? Two, they are aware of it, but they're like, we don't want to add an extra cost of whatever this is. Or three, are unaware of it and are oblivious to it, and this company's just like, but wait, you didn't think about this.
I personally am of the opinion that it's just junk science.
They're people think this is legitimate, but it's really...
Yeah, we had talked about this was so long ago that I'm sure I'm the only person in the world that remembers, but we talked about a product called Lambs a very, very long time on the podcast. Lambs were underwear.
That's right.
That protect your privates from harmful radiation as well. I think that my understanding is just everything in our lives emits a low level of radiation, and it's basically not harmful to you. My assumption is that this is the same with wireless earbuds. Yeah,
I know that's like a common, people will people will be like, well, did you know it has, this thing has this chemical or this thing? And it's like, well, yeah, it's like
But it's like, this is the risk of life, I guess.
a millionth % of this. And at that level, it's like, fine.
Yeah.
And that's what they test for is
I think
whatever.
when I saw this product, I thought more than anything, if you buy into this and you believe that AirPods emit harmful radiation, don't settle for a sticker. Use regular headphones. Right? It seems like almost logical to be like, I must have the AirPods despite their harmful radiation.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you believe that, then listen to your boombox. Like, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't seem logical to me.
I think what I would do if this was my company, if I owned WaveBlock, because it's basically just like, do you want a black sticker or a white sticker is basically it. I would almost lean into, because I would imagine that they're not the first ones to like put a sticker on an AirPod to like make it, church it up a little bit. So I would say like, instead of leading with this, lean more with like a cool crisscross, almost like Stance socks, like a cool design that you could like really easily just add to the tail of your AirPods. And then, oh, by the way, it does this cool thing, and that's why you should buy us, is like it like lowers this, other than just like that's all it does, because like if it was like a cool enough thing and it was like a design and like, I don't know, maybe you could tap into some Rick and Morty or tap into some brands that people buy in. Like I would obviously wouldn't buy that, but like there are brands that people are like loyal
Rick
to.
Rick and Morty.
Kids
love Rick and Morty.
I feel like that's one of those brands that's like I see at Target, I see socks, I see sweatshirts. It's just like I see it everywhere,
It's reached like Minecraft level of merchandise.
No, exactly. Same thing. It's like a Minecraft thing that would cover your earbuds. Like obviously it's not the exact same market, but
I agree with the basic concept, which is, what if it was 50% a design play?
Yeah.
50% just like aesthetic, whatever play, and then 50%, and also it protects you from harmful radiation.
Yeah, like that. It
seems like fairly compelling.
That's why you go with this one over like just these other guys with just a sticker. Anyway,
sure.
I want to go here, Andre, to the Edge, the first modular work from home kit. This sounds bigger than it is. This is a little metal arm that sticks to the back of your MacBook. And it's like it's about the size of your hand, maybe, or 3 fingers, and just kind of like slides out to the left, almost like a phone holder. And then that's what it does. I think it has a magnet on the back, and you can just like have your phone kind of like propped up right next to your laptop screen, just kind of like hovering on the side there, clipping into this. I don't know what it was about this. I just thought it was like, oh yeah, like this almost seems like kind of handy and useful. Like I don't even know why, but like I look at some of the images where it's like, yeah, you're like working, and it could be you could put like a little light, one of those LED lights to light you up, or you could put on top of your monitor to have like a, like you're doing like a chat on your phone, and then also like you're working at your computer. I just think there's enough scenarios where like you want to be on your phone and your laptop, and they provide like 2 different experiences. That like having it just like propped up is like actually kind of handy. I don't know. What do you think? Is this dumb, or is there something here?
I'm mostly disappointed because you say the words modular work from home kit, and like those are very exciting words to me.
I know.
I work from home, modular kit, like, oh, this sounds great. But then for it to just be essentially a mount for your phone, it's kind of a disappointing outcome.
I agree.
I think that I'm not the target for this. Like I don't even have a car mount for my phone. I just like throw it in the seat next to me. Right. I find my phone very distracting. Like if I want to actually get work done, then I'm putting my phone like face down on my desk and deliberately not looking at it. So I don't know that I'm the best market for this. I guess it could be useful as like a little kind of co-pilot device. You put your calendar up on your phone, you put your Zoom meetings up on your phone or what have you. So I can see some different use cases. You can charge it. It's just not for me. I don't think it's dumb. I think it's a very attractive little device. I think it's a good idea. It slaps right on the back of your MacBook. It looks great.
Slaps.
But I would not use it.
It's $49, which I think is about as much as you can charge, because it
That
does
seems right.
come with a mount, a wireless charger, and a light for $49, which like to me that is like not a bad value, honestly.
No.
And yeah, I don't know. I just I thought this was handsome, and this is like kind of the right kind of gadget that's just like, hey, this is like kind of cheap, $50, just under $50, and like it's like just enough utility there, and it's not like totally cheesy. So anyway, it's an Indiegogo, so like who knows if you'll get it like right away, but anyway, Edge.
A good idea, just not for me.
Yeah. What's your next one here?
This is makeafort.fun. Makeafort.fun.
Of course.
That is the website. And I brought this up in relation to your box idea because it's kind of a similar concept. Essentially, let's see how much it costs. Bad website.
Very bad website.
For $77, you can get the Make a Fort kit, which is essentially kind of like Legos.
Yeah, it's like
really big cardboard pieces that slot together.
Like when you put together like a mat for a gym, like those pads that you would like puzzle piece down on the gym. It's like, imagine that, but they're cardboard. But that's kind of a similar way they piece together, where you would kind of link them into each other, and you could stand them up, and you could make a little wall, or you could make a little tunnel, I guess.
Yep. And they have cute decorations on them. They show kids coloring them in. I mean, you can build essentially into a fort.
They have decorations on them. I would say that is the first thing. That's the first thing I would knock, is this thing kind of looks ugly.
Yeah, and also every single piece has a huge Make a Fort logo on it, which is nonsense. There's just no reason for that at all.
Yeah, and I understand it's like they probably print this. You print a trillion of these and just put them all in a thing and ship it, and that's how you keep your costs down, I guess. But I would rather, I don't know, like how this website is so bad. Oh my gosh.
It is.
The prices page makes me want to just vomit.
I don't know. I kind of like it though. You're kind of hating. I think it's cool.
No, I don't think the product itself is cool. I think it's an interesting evolution on the idea I talked about, which is just like, hey, like you can kind of snap these together. They have these little, looks like almost like hinges that you can kind of like make them connect together so it's a little more fortified or whatever, and they can kind of move them around. So that part I really like. I think this like hex thing is like cool, but really bad website, and I would rebrand all of these.
Yeah. You can buy 9 kits for $500. With 9 kits, you could build like something truly amazing. You could have like a castle.
So you could either buy a MacBook Air for $900, or you could buy 200 gigs of cardboard.
Hater.
Look, I like this idea.
And I guess I don't have kids. You have a better insight into what kids would have fun with. But I thought it looked fun.
It does look fun. I am a little worried that what I paid for $77, I feel like I'd be like, this is it. From the amount that I got, I don't know that, but that's my one worry. But I think they're on to something here, for sure. I think that again, this is where like branding can make a really I think make a Fort. I think their logo is bad. I think their website's bad. And it would like if it was a good website and a great logo and a little bit better designed, like I would probably be way more in. But like those things, just like I don't know, actually. Anyway, that's a good case study.
All right, well, you're a hater. I think it's a really good idea. If I had a big enough space, maybe I'd even buy one, but I don't.
I would love that. I would love to go to your house and just see like your cats jumping up on them.
That would be so fun. It would be so fun.
Let's do this last one really quick here. Right. I know that you'll hate this idea because I think we've talked about 6 of these before. This is getinflows.com. This is audio glasses that let you hear the world. So these kind of look like Ray-Bans a little bit. Mm-hmm. and they presumably have you can listen to music and take phone calls. They just kind of sync to your phone. But they look, I would say, more handsome than other sunglasses that I've seen that do this. Like this is the first time I've seen a pair like it's like, oh, these actually don't look so bad. They are not that. I mean, they're $100, which is like steep for sunglasses, but you are also buying a piece of technology. They have a microphone. They have a 5-hour battery life, so not amazing. But if you're like, I don't know, I don't want to wear AirPods, but I want to, take these to the beach or something. It's like I could maybe see that. The thing I worry about, what I would love actually, is if a big consumer brand made these, because I think they would just like. Can you imagine if Apple made this, like sunglass pods or something, whatever, like, and they would.
Sunglass pods. Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Air glasses. I just feel like the problem with these, I know, is the connectivity to Bluetooth is going to be super sketchy, and the battery is going to be like a USB 2.0, like to charge it. I don't know. That's the thing I worry about.
You're right that I don't want a pair. I think they're kind of ugly. But when I read the product description and it says like, oh, you can use them while you're driving, that actually is really attractive to me. Or to go on a walk and be able to take calls. These are all really great use cases. The idea of being able to just like throw my sunglasses on and just drive, where I hate pairing my phone and I hate plugging my phone in.
Well, and also
this fun to me.
This idea of like you could be wearing, because they have like looks like even regular glasses, but you could be wearing sunglasses and somebody wouldn't necessarily know that you had headphones in. Whereas like if you're wearing AirPods, it's like, hey, don't talk to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, maybe you want to go in and out of that a little bit more seamlessly, or like be in a situation where you're like, I'm just gonna put these on and no one's gonna know that I'm gonna be listening to music, and checked right out.
You're right on, though. I probably will never actually even try a product like this until a major consumer brand does it.
Yeah.
Just because, with consumer electronics like this, it's just too hard to take a risk on. Flows, a company you never heard of, and will probably suck.
And we'll probably be out of business next year.
But by the time listeners are hearing this podcast, honestly.
Oh, I do actually. The charger is like it's like a...
And it's a cute little thing.
Well, but it's not like I thought it'd be like a USB charger, but it's like it's its own proprietary one, it looks like. It's interesting. If there's any thieves out there who are willing to take a gamble on this, I would love to see if this is worth a damn. All right, Andre. I think that's going to do it. Are you excited?
Idea Gauntlet time? I am very excited.
It's Idea Gauntlet time.
Is there a theme or just...
there's a theme, Andre. Okay, it's your favorite kind of Idea Gauntlet.
Should I remind listeners what an Idea Gauntlet is and how it works?
Please do.
So Idea Gauntlet is when Scott and I get together and we call up our mysterious benefactor, Romeo Butters.
That's right.
Romeo Butters has wired me $1 million and said, listen to Scott's pitch and tell me how to invest my money. So Scott's going to give us 3 separate ideas, apparently loosely connected. I'm going to listen to them, take them in, criticize them mentally, and then at the conclusion, tell Scott how I would invest Romeo Butters $1 million in these 3 ideas.
Right. And that could be all evenly. It could be all or most in one. I think these are so my favorite Idea Gauntlets are all restaurant themed. So this is a restaurant themed Idea Gauntlet. I'm trying to decide which one I want to start with here. Okay.
I am hungry. So that plays to your benefit.
Good. Okay. Idea 1. I don't think I've talked about this, but if I have, it's probably been a long enough time ago.
I'll pretend I haven't heard it.
Okay. So as you know, Andre, I am often the type of person who's like looking for a snack in the middle of the day. It's like I'm driving through. I may or may not have my kids. I just I need something sweet. I need something salty. I just would love a drive-through. And notoriously, you have really dumped on a drive-through fruit cup
yes
stand, right?
So for listeners that don't remember, the drive-through fruit cup is an idea where you literally drive through and get a cup of pineapple or a cup of strawberry.
It would be like a mixed fruit.
Okay, whatever, or a mixed fruit cup. Scott felt like this was a good idea, and I think you priced it at like $8 or something crazy.
I don't remember how much it was, but
Well,
anyway,
that was the fruit cup.
It stems from the same need, which is just like I just need something, right? And part of the problem is like most places are like full on, like outside of like a Starbucks, which is about as close as you can get. Most places are just like restaurants, you know. Anyway, so this first idea, Andre, this actually came to me while I was at a restaurant called Taqueria
27.
Yes,
Yep.
where they have the guac of the day.
Yes.
Every day they have
Love
a
it.
new thing of guacamole. They have so many guacamole flavors that they have guac of the day, which means they probably at least have 30 different flavors. This Andre
They also have a taco of the day, a margarita of the day,
That's right.
and they have like maybe even like a mole of the day. They have a couple of different daily options. It's very fun. I love Taqueria 27.
Yes. So this is a restaurant I'm calling Guac Stop. And Guac Stop takes the Shack coffee model, but applies it to chips and guacamole. So if I want a nice salty snack, but maybe I'm not quite ready for like a full entree, I could just pop through Guac Stop. I can get one of about, maybe a half dozen guacamole types. Maybe that's also just salsa, pico, right? You have a couple things, but you can make guacamole pretty quickly. You could store ingredients relatively easily. And I mean, when people travel, especially when they're going to Mexico, I mean, that is something that almost everyone universally does. They buy chips and guacamole when they are in Mexico. It is a beloved appetizer and snack. And yeah, because there's so many kinds of guacamole, I think you could like always have something fun. And yeah, I think it would be like pretty low cost from a restaurant. It's avocados and tomatoes and onions and things that like are generally not too hard to come by. I mean, sometimes there's an avocado shortage, or whatever, but you can
Barring
generally, you can get avocados at the grocery store most of the time. And I think, because it is like it's made fresh and you get some nice chip types, a couple maybe you just have the one chip. Anyway, I think you could find your margins pretty easily. And that's the simplest one.
Guac Stop.
Guac Stop. Guac
Locked in, pitched,
got it.
saving my feedback.
Idea number 2, Andre. I asked this question to 4 different group texts that I'm in, and I was thrilled with the answers that I got. So I'm going to ask you this question. What is, if you're going to order a chicken sandwich, what would you say are like the best ingredients to put on a chicken sandwich? Like a hot chicken sandwich.
Usually like a sauce of some kind.
Some sort of sauce.
I don't
like
know if that qualifies.
Not just mayo, but like maybe like a barbecue-y or like a chipotle-y type sauce. Is that what you're saying?
Like either a spicier like aioli type sauce or a Chick-fil-A sauce. Obviously,
Okay.
what comes to mind. Any of the Chick-fil-A sauces.
So we got
really
fried chicken in a sauce.
crisp piece of lettuce.
A nice crisp piece of lettuce. Okay. This is for
I don't-
you.
I don't know.
This is not for. I'm just you, Andre.
Okay, a pickle. That's all, really.
That's it.
That's the only. I am 99% of the time. What I really want is a spicy sauce of some kind.
Okay. Now I asked this, like I said, to lots of different people. And
Honey?
I got.
I'm trying to give you the answer maybe that you want, but
No. I'm not. What you said? One of many, several varied answers, and I thought to myself, people have strong opinions about chicken sandwiches. So, and maybe this exists, but I haven't seen it. I'm going to pitch a restaurant called Chicky Chicky, and Chicky Chicky takes the Chipotle model and applies it to chicken sandwiches, where if you are the aioli guy, if you're the barbecue sauce guy, if you're the straight mayo guy, great. If you're the pickle guy, the tomato guy, great. The lettuce guy, or all of them. If you're the bacon guy or gal, or lady, If you're the slaw person, there's multiple types of slaw you can get, right? To me, the model of like having a grill that cooks chicken, that's the one meat that they're cooking, just like you would see at a, again, like a Mobetta's or like a Chipotle. And then you have all these different things. You can walk through the line and say, I want that. Give me extra aioli. I want 3 pickles. I want a little bit. And they patch it up. Maybe they sell some fries there too. It's surprising to me that, like, because there's so many chicken places now, and they're usually made to order, right? That it's like, I want this one. I want this one with avocado, and now I want this one, which is the mesquite or the whatever. I just think you could put it into a whatever fast casual type of restaurant where you're ordering it through a line and you're customizing it. And I think people, again, everyone I've talked to basically has a different chicken sandwich preference.
Chicky.
Got
it. Locked in.
All right, last one. It wouldn't be an episode of Steal This Idea if I didn't bring a crumble model type service.
Of course.
You are not a Costco guy, or are a Costco? Like you've sometimes, occasionally.
I occasionally go to Costco. Yes.
One of the staples of Costco are the muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Like, just I could eat a Costco muffin every day for the rest of my life and die happy.
Now, the best thing about Costco muffins are the top half. I think most people would agree. In fact, muffin tops are such a thing that there's muffin top cereal. There's muffin top is a whole thing, right?
Yes.
I think you know where I'm going with this, Andre.
Yes.
I
believe
a crumble model with muffin tops, it already works. Here's why, Andre. One, again, look at the flavors that you get just at Costco alone. You got chocolate. You got this like coffee, this coffee cake type. With lots of stuff on top. You got the poppy seed, you got blueberry, right? You have a whole range of muffin flavors, right? And to me, so I'd call this place Puffins, muffins, and it's all muffin tops. That's the whole thing. And I would, instead of doing a rectangular box, I would do a square box. You have you have 4 nice little muffin tops there. And I think you do a very similar model where you have a couple standard ones, whatever the most popular muffin tops are, probably a blueberry, maybe a poppy seed, maybe a chocolate, and then maybe 1 or 2 custom ones that you're rotating through. Again, you can just look at the crumble orders and almost copy them completely because you can have fruity muffins, you can have chocolatey muffins, you can have like such a range. The other advantage you have are, one, muffins are not exclusively desserts. People eat muffins for breakfast. So
Truly.
Your hours of operations are now doubled. And the other thing is that you can get away with selling healthy muffins too. So say you want to get, my wife would probably not, she's not somebody who like loves baked goods generally. But if I got like a healthier muffin that had some flaxseed, that had some nuts in it or whatever, like I could get that one for her, and then I would get the unhealthy ones for me and the kids, right? It to me, it could, rise and fall like froyo or a cupcake shop, but I think at least in Utah, I think we are primed for the market. I think it would totally work. I think it's just kitschy enough. It's just clever enough. And yeah, maybe you incorporate some other treats or other things in a store like that. But I think the model alone, I think muffins are pretty cheap to make, just like cookies are. And that's Puffins.
Puffins muffins.
That's right. You have a cute little puffin
yes.
logo.
I know. Cute little puffin. It would be so cute.
So, Guac Stop,
Okay.
Chicky, and Puffins.
I am sending an email to Romeo Butters. A telegraph.
Giving him the analysis.
500K for Guac Stop.
500K
500K for Puffins Muffins. a fat 0 for Chicky Chicky. I feel like you're kind of annoyed with me on this podcast today.
No.
Are you just in a bad mood?
No. I'm not with you at
Okay,
all.
okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying that came into play when I had to make my decision. So I was like, do I have to throw Chicky Chicky a bone so that Scott's nice to me?
No.
But I didn't. I was honest with you. So here's why. Guac Stop, love it. And this comes from somebody that does not like guac. I'm like vaguely allergic to guac. Or avocados, I should say. So I really do not like guacamole.
So you would not be a patron of Guac Stop?
No, but I would if they had like a queso of the day. Maybe it's not the
sure.
primary offering, but they just have a big vat of some queso that they
even just like it's like Mama Choose queso. It's just like it's
Mm-hmm.
always there.
Exactly. Like
One
I would
good
love that.
recipe of it.
I love queso. Scott and I have often talked about how one of the great satisfactions in life is just like driving through McDonald's and getting a large fry.
Yes.
I would 1000% do that with a very nice queso. I love a chip and something, or a salsa or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that this is a very satisfying snack. I find it relatively easy to manage in the car, and I frequently drive through the Costa Vida by my house and get just chips and queso because I like that. And I think that guacamole makes all the sense in the world for the same exact model. I could say, and I also think that you could definitely prep guacamole, which doesn't take any like hot prep.
No.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Or
mostly
usually
just it's chopped tomatoes, chopped onions, chopped maybe jalapenos.
So I
some
think that you could
spices.
presumably, whether it's like you do it in a prep kitchen somewhere else and take it here in a cooler or whatever, basically put Guac Stop in the equivalent of these tiny little coffee drive-throughs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So they don't. It doesn't.
That's
require
exactly
a huge
what
footprint.
that's exactly what I'm envisioning is like a Tully's or whatever, just like the little. It's got a little drive through, and it's all
Exactly. And I think
all there.
people would 1000% do that. I think you could sell it all day. I think it's a great business idea. Guac Stop. Awesome name.
Maybe you sell some horchata as well. Can you imagine?
Right? And all of this, like Scott and I could go and secure the facility to do this in like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Makes all the sense in the world. A horchata machine, little chips and queso thing, a guacamole of the day. You come up with 1,000 guacamole flavors.
And basically, you would have enough guac. Like once you figured out your demand, you're making it at the speed in which you're delivering. And then also, if everything's pre-chopped, all you're really doing is just opening up avocados, and like that's it.
And you have this cute little guac staff. They're fun and they're making guac all day. It'd be great.
Guac you very much.
Exactly. Like it would be fun. It would be a very fun business idea. I think that people would like this. I don't think guac is going anywhere. I don't think that several of these like meal type ideas are going anywhere.
Yeah.
The world loves a snack. Guac Stop. Chicky Chicky. So do you remember PDQ? The chicken place that used to be by where Scott and I worked. I really liked PDQ.
It was a little heavy. It was a little heavy for me.
I hate people who say stuff like that. It's like, what does that mean? It's a chicken sandwich. It's as heavy
Well,
at PDQ as Chick-fil-A.
Well, I think it was because it was like you'd have a chicken sandwich. Also, they'd like put a lot of tater tots in stuff too. So it'd be like chicken and tater tots and lots of mayonnaise. I was like, man, this is like.
I don't know. I liked it. And one of the reasons I liked it is they had like 1,000 sauces. So I like to try all of the different sauces. But at the end of the day, for me at least, a chicken sandwich. So Burger King like came to the market and said like, have it your way or whatever. And I think the reality, fast food today is everywhere you go, you can have it your way. Like I can go to Chick-fil-A, which is a sandwich that I like. It's a chicken that I like. And I can get a tomato. I can get a piece of lettuce. I can get mayo. I can get everything that I want on my chicken sandwich. And they don't care. They just punch it in the computer and give it to me. So I just don't see the like huge need, I guess. I think if I was to...
Yeah, I guess my thought is like because everyone's so opinionated, like if you go... It's like everyone's. I guess we're just getting the Chick-fil-A. And it's like either you get the pepper jack cheese that it comes with, or you don't.
Yeah, but I could go and I could say, "Can I get the number one with lettuce and tomato?" And they would do that. And I could say,
but they wouldn't give you coleslaw or a spicy aioli. They would give you Chick-fil-A sauce, right? They wouldn't give you bacon either, or avocado.
No, they would give you bacon. I occasionally will get my.
I guess they would give bacon.
I get what you're saying. I just think. For me, I already know where I want a chicken sandwich from.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything can't be a winner.
I think it could work. I think, yeah, if you already have a great chicken place, then maybe try serving.
I
it
guess
this
I also
way.
look at things like Pretty Bird and some chicken. Like, there's just been this huge.
Yeah, but
influx
Pretty
and,
Bird, like one of the glories of Pretty Bird is they have like one sandwich. Yeah, it's like just the one thing, and you order that, and it's amazing. I just don't.
I guess in my mind, the fact that can even exist, like,
Yeah,
can thrive as a business is just like, we sell one chicken sandwich. And it's like, yeah, it's that, but more like Chipotle, where it's like, yeah, we sell one fried piece, and then you kind of design around it.
I get it. It could work. Like it's.
But
This
not
is my
Romeo's
opinion.
money. This is
Exactly.
not Romeo's money.
Somebody else could try that. Puffin's Muffins. First of all, I'm the right market. I can't deny it. I love a muffin. I will get muffins from Harmon's. I will get muffins from Sam's Club. I will get muffins from Costco, and I will eat a muffin every day. I love it. So, of course, Puffin's Muffins appeals to me. While you were talking about the idea, there's a site called goldbelly.com, and they essentially go out and they sell, like, direct to your door foods, like, from all over the country. And the reason I went to Goldbelly is because they show up in my Instagram feed all the time. They always have like some crazy or amazing flavor of cake or ice cream or pizza or whatever. So I went to Goldbelly, and my initial question is, are there that many interesting flavors of muffins that you could have the crumble model for muffins and it would be fun and interesting? And the answer was yes, there are plenty of amazing variations on the muffin. And that makes intuitive sense to me, but I just wanted to confirm.
Right.
Get a sense of what could you do with a muffin. This makes sense to me. I love the idea of rolling up to the office and bringing in a box of Puffin's Muffins. I love the idea of going out instead of getting bagels and getting Puffin's Muffins. I think that this is a good idea. I think that the muffin tops are the best part. I think that if you disagree, you could do the same thing with just a full muffin, and that's fine too. I think that this is a good idea. I would love if this existed. Even if there was just one, I would make the trip to Puffin's Muffins on Sunday morning.
Cute little Puffin logo.
And you can't beat the Puffin, which I think
You can't beat the Puffin.
would be amazing. It's like, it just feels very natural. I don't know. I love this idea. I think if you're out there and you're a baker, you probably already are thinking of amazing different muffin flavors. I encourage you to try selling muffins to your friends. I don't know. I don't know how to jumpstart this, but I would love if there was a Puffin's Muffin.
Yeah. What I wish, the one thing I wish more wealthy people did. Like, I feel like I live in a fairly affluent area, and I feel like wealthy people, at least in the suburbs, tend to just like, oh, we'll just put it in investments, and you know, like, it's just like rich people are boring sometimes. It drives me crazy. And I know, like, downtown, you know, kind of where you live, there's a lot more like, let's start a restaurant. There's like all sorts of restaurants, and it's like, that's kind of part of the thing. Mm-hmm. I wish that more wealthy people just like were willing to like roll the dice on any creative kind of restaurant. Like, and I know we've talked about this, like, I wish there was more like restaurant incubators where it's just like, hey, I have this idea for a restaurant. Like, great, well, we can get you like literally everything you need. It's just like, and it's just going to cost you this. And we can get you staffing, and we can get you like a business model like that, where like somebody who just has a good idea for a restaurant could like get up and running really quickly. Maybe that exists, but I feel like
it can be so. It's obviously riskier than like a hedge fund, but when it works, it really works, right? And
I mean,
we've seen several innovative restaurant ideas here, of course, that have caught like wildfire. Crumble is the most obvious example, where now they have like 100 locations, and it's been like 3 years. But Pretty Bird, which is another one that we talked about on this episode, is another restaurant that has become like extremely popular, and it's a relatively small model, and there are a bunch of examples like that. Swig, Delicious.
Yeah, Utah has like a strange amount of really successful chains, like J-Dogs and Zupas and
J-Dogs,
Cubbies,
which is a
like,
hot dog place for people that don't know. Like, there are a bunch of really interesting restaurant concepts here, and when they work, they really, really work. And I think all it needs is something that's different and fun.
Well, and like out where I live, it's like at dinner time when I drive over to Saratoga, it's like there's probably 6,000 people in line at McDonald's, and another 6,000 people at Del Taco. There's just like not a ton of options. It's like it's mostly chains. If there was a handful of like very original, very fun restaurants, it's like there's so much demand for it. And I feel like, yeah, because restaurants are such a risk, I feel like that's something I wish that even if like government subsidized it a little bit more, which is just like, hey, like if you start a restaurant, we will offset your 1 year cost, we'll give you some cool subsidy or whatever. And it's just like, oh man, like
I think it comes down to unique concepts. And listeners of the show should know we've presented many unique restaurant concepts on the show, and a lot of them are amazing. I think there's a restaurant right by my house, maybe a 5-minute walk, and it has been since living here, and I've lived here for about 2 years. It started as a ramen place, and then it became a Japanese sushi place, and then it became a Mexican place, and now it's up for sale again. So it's nothing right now. And the reality is, like, I like ramen, I like Japanese, I like Mexican food, but I never went there just because driving by, it's just another place. I'd rather go to somewhere I know than somewhere I don't. So I never went. Like, in 2 years of living 5 minutes away from this place and very often eating out, I never went to this place. But if an interesting concept came, then I would go.
right.
But when it's just another dine-in experience and it's just food that like I already know and I've already had,
Like,
and I already have places
what about
that I prefer.
burgers and shakes? It's like
I can't.
We don't need any more of that.
I already have a burgers and shakes place. Like I don't need yours. But if it became something interesting, if it became a Puffins Muffins or whatever, then of course I would go because that's something different. I don't have a muffin place.
Right.
So yeah, it's just you got to experiment, and I get that's maybe scarier, but I think it gives you a much bigger avenue for success.
Thieves, what do you think? Did Andre make a good investment? 500K in Guac Stop, 500K in Puffins, and 0 for the Chicky Chicky. Would you have invested differently? Would you iterate on any of these ideas? We want to hear from you. Where can the thieves contact us, Andre?
There are so many places. First and foremost, you can send us an email, idea@gostealthisidea.com. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram @gostealthisidea. We'd love to hear from you there. You can visit our website, which has links out to all of our social media platforms, as well as episodes of the show at www.gostealthisidea.com. If you want to support the show, there are a bunch of things you can do too. You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and rate us 5 stars. It means a lot and it helps us a lot. You can share our podcast with your friends, which is the best, most significant form of support. I will Venmo you $2 if you share our podcast in your company Slack. What else can thieves do? They can support us on Patreon. We have a Patreon episode coming soon wherein I will test different types of kombucha, I guess, which we're excited about. Support us on Patreon. For just a couple of dollars a month, you can help us keep doing this awesome podcast that hopefully, if you've listened this far, you love. And I think that those are all the ways you can support the podcast. And
if we get enough Patreon supporters, then when we come across some sunglasses with headphones, we will just not even hesitate. We'll be like, we're going to buy this for the thieves. Mm-hmm. We're not quite there yet on the Patreon support. Thank you to all the existing Patreon supporters. We've got a nice backlog of episodes. We love you. Thank you so much, those who do support. But a few more would really just, man, imagine the loose spending we could be doing
exactly
on behalf of you, the thieves.
Exactly.
Let's get into the episode. Andre, this has been great. Great to have you back. Thieves, we love you. We appreciate you. And as always, we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.